in
APAC gloating
APAC.
about bribing 362 politicians as they cheer Trump. Here's the video.
It's the infusion of foreign affairs that's taking the 2024 race into an entirely new phase.
Wow, it's crazy how they got like the pump up music. You know what I'm saying? Like they are literally bragging about interfering in our government structure, in our government system. They are proud of that. All right, so I'm gonna say this at the top of the video so there's no misunderstanding, there's no misquoting me. I'm going to say this as clear as possible. Okay? Get ready. This might be a shocker right here, right? APAC and other institutions that corrupt our politicians, that corrupt our government, are literally the enemy of the people. Point blank, period. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's simple. Bars. You know what I'm saying? Anytime money is involved in virtually just about anything, it breeds possibilities of opportunists and people that are greedy, and they will take advantage of that. And unfortunately, when it comes to our government, don't get it twisted. The government, our government, I'm not speaking about no one other governments except for the US. The function of what it's supposed to do, I know what it's not doing, but the reality of what it's supposed to be doing is serving the American people by any means necessary. And they are not doing that, obviously. And do you know why? Because of money. And to me, whenever institutions from home or abroad are affecting that relationship between the government serving its people is literally the enemy. The United States have the audacity to send billions of dollars to Israel, while in Israel, they have free Medicare. They have a better health system than we do. That don't make no damn sense. And we sitting here paying hundreds of thousands of dollars for simple procedures. And I know this because I used to work at a hospital. I seen it. I would hear it all the time. So you tell me, what kind of sense does that make? We need to make sure, we need to understand that our government needs to stop giving our resources to countries that are manipulating our government and using that against us. Israel has the whole bakery. Our government is serving them bread on a consistent level while the people at home are barely surviving with the crumbs. That is not right. And this goes for any super PAC or billionaire or companies, because for whatever reason they think companies are people. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is not how this society, this government should be working. But let's go ahead, because, you know, hey, don't just hear it from me. Hear it from other people who, I mean, essentially APAC is literally saying this themselves. Let's take a listen.
APAC gloating
APAC.
about bribing 362 politicians as they cheer Trump. Here's the video.
It's the infusion of foreign affairs that's taking the 2024 race into an entirely new phase.
Wow, it's crazy how they got like the pump up music. You know what I'm saying? Like they are literally bragging about interfering in our government structure, in our government system. They are proud of that. It's crazy, man.
I'm a firm believer that no candidate wins an election on their own. love about APAC is that they get behind people and they win.
We help our friends. Hey, I love that slogan. We help our friends win. But that means that there's losers, right? Well, you tell me who's the losers in regards to APAC making sure that these individuals are winning. Tell me who's losing. Because if someone's winning, someone has to be losing. I don't know. I'll leave it at that.
APAC comes in, it's like someone threw you a life raft.
This week, the group secured its first major victory of the election season. Fresh off of that victory, APAC has already set sights on its next target.
Well, you know what we got to say to APAC? Bring it on!
The results are in. George Latimer defeats incumbent Jamal Bowman.
And they brag about it. And you know, oh boy, he's gonna get into it, but it's just in your face. They're laughing at you. They're laughing at us. You know what I'm saying? Like, they are rooting out individuals, especially in regards to the Palestinian people who are being murdered, genocide, like for a year in like what, 3 months? They are laughing about it. And they're rooting out individuals who are not bending the knee to these people. They're not taking the money. And what happens? This happens. And then we're sitting here talking about, you know, Democrats are just like Republicans. Bro, I swear, if you say that again, these people who anti-Israel candidates, these are our allies. Hello? They're being rooted out to replace and getting replaced with people who will take the money and say what needs to be said. I'm just saying.
Incumbent Republican Bob Good has been defeated by challenger State Senator John McGuire.
Okay. They got a lot of money. They paid a lot of money. And they bought a lot of elections. Harmed really good people in the process because they dared to stand up against, well, genocide, murder. All right. On social media, on the social media account yesterday, the American Israel Public Affairs Committee posted that video, okay? Following the 2024 election, in the caption, APAC endorsed 362 candidates and won in every primary. We had a candidate on the ballot. We helped our friends win and defeated 11 anti-Israel candidates.
Damn.
Being pro-Israel is good policy and good politics. End quote. Keep that post up. You know what got underreported when college students decided to walk out of class in protest of their American government supporting a killer leading Israel? Jewish groups, Jewish student groups were marching, protesting with pro-Palestinian groups. That was all over the map. I'm a college professor, saw it firsthand, Emory University and beyond. Underreported. Why? Because they needed a narrative, ladies and gentlemen. They needed to be able to say things anti-Semitic, anti-Israel. Wait a minute, but these are Israelis. So, and according to the last survey, you all didn't want Netanyahu there anyway. The vast majority of you all don't trust the guy. He lost power. It was a brokered presidency, basically, until, well, in the case of military, and all of the killing of children and women and the elderly and those who are pregnant, non-combat individuals. They're not Hamas. And as I've said before, the excuse of, well, Hamas is hiding among the Palestinians. You would not indiscriminately kill Israelis if Hamas was hiding in Israel.
And that's the crazy thing. Like, literally talking to people. Once again, had that idiot in my Discord, and I made mentions of Israel committing genocide, and he said, "Oh, so you support Hamas?" Man, if I could have reached through my phone, I would have snatched him up by his collar. Point blank, period. It is propaganda to conflate Hamas with innocent people. I mean, Hamas might be a triggering word for some people and their brain just shuts down. So let me rephrase it. It is unconstitutional to inflate terrorists with innocent people. Because when you do that and you say all of them are the enemy, then the results you get is what we have today. Over hundreds of thousands of people, either killed or severely injured, have no place to go. Gaza's damn near like 90% flattened. And trust me, Trump is going to finish the job. He's been instructed to. They're going after the West Bank next. So you tell me, why is that the type of government you want to support? I don't know, man.
Right, because you value the lives of one, but not the lives of all. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and his supporters celebrated Donald Trump, his victory, hailing what a leader of the Israeli settler movement called an ally who would support them unconditionally. Congratulating Republican Trump, Netanyahu said the former president had made, quote, history's greatest comeback. Your historic return to the White House offers a new beginning for America and a powerful recommitment to the great alliance between Israel and America. He said in a statement, which was echoed by leaders of the hard-right nationalist religious parties in his coalition.
So you tell me, all right, if you're watching this video and you're one of the individuals that would say like, well, the Democratic Party is just as evil as the Republican Party in regards to Palestinian people and just, assisting in this genocide, right? If that's you, I want you to be 100% honest with me, all right? And trust me, I can tell when you got a bunch of bull. Do you think Benjamin would be congratulating Harris if she would have won? Do you think she would get this type of, amazing congratulations, Democratic, Harris? Your historic win to the White House offers new beginnings for America and a powerful recommitment. Do you think he will be telling that to the Democratic Party? No, literally no. Benjamin has been said on record he wants Trump to win. Trump himself has said, hey, Biden has been too soft when it comes to eradicating Hamas. And he's going to do whatever he needs to make sure Israel finishes the job. I mean, so, I hate to beat a dead horse, you know what I'm saying? But for the people that didn't vote for Democrats, and they normally would have, but they want to do some sort of protest vote. Well, I hope that you sleep well at night when they're bombing the rest of Gaza, when they're trying to eradicate Palestinians off the earth. I hope you can sleep well at night. And don't talk to me about voter shame, because I don't care. I'm not a politician, and I don't want to be your friend. Okay? I'm telling you the truth. And this is what truth sound like. Sometimes it hurts your feelings. I hope you sleep well at night when the people that you claim that you love, that you want to protect, are being blown off the map. Shot in the face. I hope you sleep well at night. That's simple.
It's amazing how the tables turned. I remember a few years ago, I was right here on Indisputable, talking with my Jewish friends, bringing them on the program, advocating for them, because white supremacists, Kanye West, and others were spewing bigotry toward them. And I was an advocate, obviously, against the bigotry and for their humanity. Mm-hmm. But then when the shift of becoming an advocate for those who are being killed in Gaza, somehow, and obviously not all and really not even most, but somehow some of the gatekeeping Israeli leadership say, oh, no. If you're for the Palestinians, you're anti-Israel. But you guys are not at war with them. All right. The outcome is relief, obviously, for Netanyahu and his coalition, which has clashed with Biden's Democratic administration. Truly, they did not clash enough, but they did clash over the conflicts in Gaza, Lebanon, that fueled protests worldwide, left Israel increasingly isolated internationally as the world watched the U.S. election. All right. Current administration trusted minister Gallant said Ephraim Sneh, the former brigadier general in the Israeli army, the removal of this individual in the middle of a multi-front war that threatens to escalate into a full-scale confrontation with Iran, drew protesters to the streets in Israel, but was welcomed by Netanyahu's camp. And remember when we covered the protests in Israel, once again, Israelis protesting against the Israeli government, Netanyahu. I had never seen that many protesters at one time. I mean, it was massive. All right, those are our brothers and sisters. Understand that, because they are our brothers and sisters in ideology, in humanity, in idea, right? So let's be very aware that generalization is never the answer. Mm-hmm. Nuance is always a reality. All right, Francesca.
No. Hey, Rashad. Hey, you need to hit me up to be a guest on your show, because I think that'd be pretty awesome. But anyway, when it comes to our government, when it comes to these elected officials that, by the word elected, we put these people in a position of power to not, bank up money for themselves or serve the will of big corporate donors or super PACs. No, they're literally supposed to be public servants. And that's why I've always been a big advocate of wanting to make sure that at least the people that I vote for have some sort of history, experience actually doing that. Because then you can have something to fall back on, or be like, hey, they have a track record of serving the people for little to no money. You know what I'm saying? Because then that's a good indication of how they're going to be when they get into power. You know what I'm saying? Like Bernie Sanders, great example. He's been advocating for the same things that you hear now longer than I've been alive, and I'm 37 years old. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of record, that's the kind of person I would trust, But at the end of the day, it's not going to happen overnight to get money out of government. One thing that I would see as a long-term goal is building up generations of strong, respectable individuals that have an intellectual integrity and have a moral honesty. And yes, I stole that from Dr. West, but that's the kind of people we need to be taking these roles. And like I say, this is not a short goal type of game here. You know what I'm saying? Change is not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen over the next year. It's going to be a slow rollout. But we need to make sure that we set the foundation for those who do want to make positive change, can get into those positions and actually do what they're supposed to do. But if you're just sitting back in the sideline doing nothing, just complaining, then that's what you get, is sideline type of results. But once again, if you disagree or agree with anything that I said, hit the Discord link down below so we can have that one-on-one talk, or let me know how you guys feel in the comments down below. And like always, let's have that conversation.